Yeah, just talk about kind of the transition so far. How's everything going?
It's been good so far. It's been good to start spring practice with the guys and just getting to get used to the new scheme and get used to my teammates and stuff has been really good so far.
Gage, it's rather odd. We were talking to Trill the other day. I mean, you guys just can't get away from each other.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's been really good to be with him for sure. That's a guy I've definitely looked up to in my career, and he's definitely helped me out a lot. So it's good to be with him again for sure.
How nice is it to have somebody that you're familiar with when you make this move that you guys kind of can lean on each other a little bit?
I think it's really good. Me and Trill lived together when we was in Minnesota a few years ago, so we have a really deep connection. At Minnesota, he was one of the guys who had played and started a lot, and so as a young player, when I was young coming in, he kind of took me under his wing and helped me and taught me a lot of the things I know today. So now, fast forward, both being older players, more experience, it's good to be able to have him just to go back and forth on different things with each other as far as whether that's film, scheme, whatever. It's good to have him for sure.
What's it been like getting to work with DJ Derk, and what are those practices like as a defensive player?
It's been really good to work with Dirk. He's a very high energy guy, and he's very detailed, and it's been very nice to have that because, on defense you got to have a lot of energy and be very detailed. So it's good to have somebody like that running the defense for sure.
You've only been here for a little while, but you're one of the more experienced guys. Talk about the young guys. What have you seen from the young people?
Young guys, I've seen a lot from them. Guys like Malik and DJ Reed, they're going to be big time players for sure. They already got kind of the size and whatnot, but just getting them little techniques down, they're going to be guys to watch in the future for sure. I've seen a lot of good things from them.
I know you haven't had an opportunity to be inside JordanHare Stadium, and it won't necessarily be like a fall game day, but how excited are you to get to play in there for the first time upcoming A-Day?
Definitely excited for sure. It's going to be definitely a fun day for sure.
What have you heard about playing in there?
I've heard a lot, I've heard a lot. It's a good experience, so I'm just looking forward to being able to see that for myself.
For you, what's the goal coming in this spring? What would you hope to accomplish, starting spring and by the time you guys get done on that day?
Main thing, just showing everybody what I can do on the team and coaches, building that trust with each other, but also getting used to new scheme and things like that, just making sure that I'm 100% on all of my assignments and things like that, and just being able to show what I can do in this defense and what I can do for this team in the fall.
You came here for opportunity, and it's there. How exciting is it to know that it's there for the taking?
Oh, yeah, it's definitely very exciting. It's been a good spring. I made a lot of plays, so it's been really fun just being able to have the opportunity like this.
How would you describe your style, your strengths, what you're good at?
What I'm good at is just being explosive. I'm a long player, very strong, big size. So, just being able to be a versatile pass rusher, move around. I could play every single position on the D-line, and I've done that in spring ball. And just being able to be explosive, get off blocks, and make a lot of plays.
Two words that have been used to kind of describe this defense is simple and freedom.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how we've heard those words a lot. How do those apply to kind of what you're doing and maybe what you enjoy about working in this defense?
Yeah, I would say it's definitely simple, and you do have a lot of freedom. There's certain calls where we get free pass rushes, which that's what every D lineman wants to have, So it's been very good to be able to have those opportunities to play free, play aggressive, and just showcase what I can do.
And working against this offensive line, just kind of what have been your takeaways, and maybe who are some guys that are maybe more difficult to line up against?
It's been good competition every day. We go back and forth at it as iron sharpens iron. So, it's been good going against them for sure. They've given us some good work. We've given them some good work. So it's been fun, definitely.
I mean, last time Auburn went to Kansas to get a defensive lineman, it turned out pretty well. Are you okay with those comparisons between you and Marcus Harris?
Yeah, it's definitely like a good comparison as far as like one player coming from the same school and coming here. But as played styles, it's definitely we got different type of things about us, and so you'll be able to see that for sure, definitely on display in the fall. But yeah, it's a cool comparison. It's cool to be able to have guys that you can look up to like that and just watch their film and see what I can do better. Yeah, I've talked to him for sure.
You get like a scouting report on Auburn?
A little bit, yeah. He let me know how it is and let me know about the coaches and things like that, which was part of the reason why I decided to come here. Talking to somebody who had been where I was and then came here, it was important to kind of have that information.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where else were you looking?
I was talking to Arkansas, Mizzou, just different SEC, Big 12, Big 10, just most of the schools, But
Did Marcus, that relationship with Marcus kind of tip the scales for Auburn? That's kind of a unique thing.
Yeah, I would say so. On my visit, definitely talking to him, it kind of just confirmed how I felt the visit. Like during the visit, I felt like it was the place I needed to be. Then after talking to him, I was like, yeah, it makes sense. Like it's a good decision. So that's kind of why I went with that.
How much did you and Trill talk to each other whenever you guys were at different schools?
We talked a lot because, so Kansas was my first real opportunity to get, time on the field and really get to show, what I could do. So I talked to him a lot going into that season, just about different things I needed to focus on, and that helped me out to be, very productive last year. And so I talked to him all the way through, and then up to coming here, I talked to him. I had committed before him, and so I talked to him about it, coming here. So, yeah.
Was it ever like a joke, what if we end up at the same
Kind of, a
school?
little bit, yeah. At first, we didn't really think it would be that likely just because, I didn't know if he was going to leave or not. But as it got closer to the time, it started to become more real, so it's been good.
Are y'all roommates here?
No, we live in the same building, but we both have one-bedroom apartments, so, yeah, we live
Still
separate.
hang out with them now?
Yeah, I talk to him, hang out with him every day. We ride to the facility. Yeah, we ride to the facility together every day and stuff, so,
That's awesome.
yep.
You mentioned getting a chance to play. How much does that change your thoughts on a season, yourself as a player, when you start to get that experience and now you know what it takes to take that next step?
Yeah, knowing what it takes is definitely a big piece of being a successful player. I feel like you have to go through failures at first to be able to get to a point where you know what you're doing and stuff. So last year, I think 2 years ago, that was kind of where I was at Minnesota. Is okay, failing a little bit, getting to see what it's like playing, and then Kansas is okay, I know what to do. I go do it, be very productive, and then coming here, it's okay, I'm gonna have a bigger opportunity to have an even bigger role. And now at this point, it's just capitalizing off of that, doing what I already know how to do, and just applying it at an even higher level.
What's the biggest thing you've learned? You said, hey, from Minnesota to Kansas to now, what's the biggest thing you've learned about yourself and about what it takes?
Basically, for me, I would say just trusting myself, because I put in all of these hours in the weight room, all these hours in film, practicing and things like that. I know what it takes, to make big time plays, and it's just trusting myself. Every time I trust myself, I end up playing good. So that's kind of what I've learned.
Gage,